Hello guys, wherever you tuned in, it's another lovely day here in Japan. Today is the 16th day of October 2023, and I just get off work. Time now is 4:13 in the PM, and as you can tell from the title of this video, today I want to talk about this bike, the Honda Hunter Cub, or CT125, or the Trail 125, whatever you call it, from wherever you're watching. So this is my commuter bike of choice. So one of the main reasons why I chose the CT125 is because of the consumption. This bike consumption is really good. I get about 58 to 60 kilometers on a liter. That's awesome. I don't know if there's any other bike that can give me anything better than that. If you know, please let me know down in the comments. But also it's going to depend on what other positive points I'm gonna be getting out of it. So great consumption on this bike. Then the second thing why I chose this bike, and I'm talking from the perspective of having come out riding the older Honda C90. I used to call it the old horse. Yeah, so another point here is I've got grip heaters on this. So as you all know, in Japan here it gets really cold in winter, especially from November all the way to February is actually the coldest month. Yeah, so I need to get my hands protected and keep my hands warm. So I've got grip heaters here. So what I do, I just add on the covers and I'm good to go. Never get any cold coming into my hands. So that's really impressive. Then the other thing is this bike is relatively fast. As I said, I'm talking from the perspective I was riding the Honda C90 before. Yeah, so I can get to about 90 kilometers per hour on this bike, or 95. Yeah, I never try to go any further than that because we have lots of speed restrictions here in Japan, especially if you're not riding on the expressway. Then the maximum speed should be about 60 kilometers. Yeah, there are some places and small roads where you find signs of even 30 kilometers an hour. So speed actually is not really an issue when it comes to this. Then the third point is the comfort of this bike. I find this bike to be relatively very comfortable with the stock seat. I know most of the guys, especially here in Japan, the first thing they will do when they get this bike is to change the stock seat. Yeah, but I've never had a problem with it. I've been touring with this bike, commuting on this bike, putting on lots of mileage, long distance rides, and I've never felt like the seat is a problem. Yeah. Wow, this is a cool Jimny, old school. I used to ride a Jimny before. I think if I am to ride a Jimny again, I think I like this model. The newer models are, they don't really attract me. If I can get especially like this one in such a rare color, looks really nice. Everybody's gone, but I'm stuck here on the red light. Yep. So I really like to use this kind of roads because I found to use the main road is lots of traffic and so many lights. So I prefer to use these farm roads. I think they're much better, and especially on this kind of bike. You can see they're harvesting hay over there. I think this is rice, so maybe it looks like it's almost getting ready to be harvested. Anyway, let's continue. So where were we? Okay, so the next thing is the storage. So I've got a top box behind me here. So, and this top box is 40, should be 42 liters. Yes. So I can put my bag inside there while commuting, and once I get to work, I just switch, take out the bag and put in my helmet and my jacket. Yeah, so it really serves me very well. So the rear carrier is quite large enough so it can, you know, easily I see people putting up boxes up to about 60 liters. Yeah. So it actually just depends on you. And the reason why also I chose this box is because it's easy to remove. Yeah, so it's the JV or Givi. Yeah, so very easy to remove and switch it up. So because sometimes I go camping with this bike, and that's again one of the reasons why I chose this bike. I wanted something that, you know, could go camping with. So this bike, I can load lots of stuff on it. I get to carry all my camping gear on it, and I've never had a problem here, like lack of power or I can't climb. And usually when I go camping is up in the mountains, so it's been very well, doing very well. Yeah. So really like these country roads, you can enjoy a nice ride on your way home. You know, it feels really good riding on this kind of roads. They're the perfect roads for the hunt for this kind of bike. So my commute is usually about 27 kilometers one way. So that means I do about 60 kilometers in a day. So like today, I think I'm gonna be stopping over to do some shopping. I need to get some coffee, so we're stopping over to get some coffee. So that's explain why my commute is 27 kilometers, but I end up riding maybe more than 60 kilometers in a day because of little errands to do again here and there. Yep. Then another good thing about this bike is it's got the center stand, so that's also very, very important, especially when doing some maintenance. I just changed the tires actually yesterday, yeah, and without the center stand it's impossible to do such kind of jobs, yeah. But I think this bike comes with a center stand as standard, so that's really nice. And then another good thing again is it's got the, thank you, it's got the switch on the side stand that when the side stand is down you can't ride, yeah. If the side stand is down and you go into the first gear from neutral, the engine will just switch off, yeah. So that's really important and a very nice safety feature, which I lacked on my old C90. So sometimes I'll just take off not knowing that my side stand is down, and you know, when I'm getting into the corner I just, wow, what happened to me? So I think that's really, really good. And of course I've added a few modifications to suit my riding style. I've got a side bag supporter on the left over here, which I can use to put on if I want to carry more luggage, or if I have to carry more stuff. I think that bag should be about 15 liters. Yep, so I can add it there with just easily. Then in the front I've got the front carrier too, yeah. So the from the maker they say the luggage is that you shouldn't exceed 2 kilograms, yeah, loading capacity, but I never check. I think sometimes when I'm out on a camping trip that thing is 3 or 4 kilograms, yeah, or so. Yep, so the next good point is because the rear carrier is quite large, so I can afford to have my top box and also still install a small seat for my 6-year-old son. So sometimes nowadays he can sit at the back there and we go on a short ride, and he really enjoys it. So that's also really awesome. Before he really wanted to maybe take a spin round, but that couldn't happen because when I used to ride the C90, it had no space for him to have a seat. But on this bike, yeah, we can afford to do that. So that's really awesome. The other point is there's still lots of modifications. If you're into modifying bikes, there are thousands of parts for this bike available. So if that's your hobby, then I think you can really enjoy that. So for me, what I do is of course I would like to modify it to suit my needs, but mostly it should be something that is practical. I just don't put stuff because I want to make the bike look good or appeal, but for my own convenience, yeah, then I will add something. So anything you see on this bike I've added, there must have been a reason why that happened, but not just for the sake. Oh, some tiny roads over here, but with a CT125 you just cruise. At this place, if it was 2 cars and they have to pass each other, then one definitely has to reverse and find a convenient place to give way. So we get to avoid lots of traffic by using this kind of tiny roads. So those are the good points, and there's nothing that is perfect, so you always get some flaws. So there are a few things maybe I don't like, or maybe they could have been done better on this bike. So let's talk about those too. So the first thing is the suspension, especially the front suspension. I actually already changed the rear suspension, and I think that really helped a little bit, but the front suspension is still stuck. So I saw some kit being sold on the net, and it's made by a company called YSS, and people who installed it said it improved a great deal. So if there's something that I'm yet to do, then I think I will consider doing that. Then the next thing is I think the way this bike is designed, the dash, yeah, the dash is a little bit low, and the angle is not really, you don't get to see very clearly, yeah, unless you look down, so that's not really good point. And the other thing, I think also it was a little bit minimalistic. Got very basic function. It can only show you the speed, I think, and the mileage. Yeah, maybe mileage A, B, and C. So you can get to set that to get to know that on your trip, maybe find more information. You can imagine it has no clock. So I had to put an extra clock over here so that I can know what time is it whenever I'm commuting. So next bad thing, no, I don't have any other bad thing or negative thing I think I can talk about apart from those two. So just right ahead is my local train station, Honjo Station. Yeah, so this is Costa Rica, Coffee Costa Rica. The owner is quite a good guy, gentleman, so I bought this coffee, 200 grams, and he always gives me some sample to test. So he said this is from Burundian coffee, so that's a present. So stays in the box there. This is the seat I was talking about. My son sits here and enjoys the ride. Oh, lucky. Just getting off on the train. Alarm is ringing. Train is coming. So thank you so much guys for watching. If you have any question about the CT125, don't forget to leave a comment. Otherwise, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and hope to see you on the next one. Peace.